I'm just telling you what guys look at.
What guys look at, they have this standard, right, of women.
Hold on, don't get emotional on me.
I'm not.
Just relax.
Go ahead.
Every one of you has a standard. You have a standard.
Yeah.
Everybody here says, this is what I want. Is that man available for you based on what you do?
One of my signature hashtags is they always get naked. And what I mean by that is women's only real agency in life is their sexuality.
They always get what? Sorry.
They always get naked.
Naked.
Yes, and the reason of the how do I come to that conclusion, right?
Explain.
Well, here's how it is. Whenever women want to have any kind of attention, whenever they're at a protest, whenever they are aging and they want to do a cover of Vanity Fair, they take their clothes off. Whenever they are at a protest, they take their clothes off. Whenever they are get attention of any kind, want to make their ex-boyfriend jealous, they take their clothes off. It is the default setting for women to get naked. That's why they always get naked. And so the hashtag is that because there are so many incidences of that. Case in point, Lizzo just showed up buck naked in what magazine? Somebody tell me what magazine it is. Somebody in the chat will tell me what it is.
Men literally do the same thing though. What are we talking about?
How? Men do the same thing?
Yeah.
Men take their clothes off.
Yeah.
To be...
Tommy Lee just posted his actual dick on
Yes.
Instagram.
On Instagram.
Right, but do you think the majority of men do that? That's how they resort to it.
Is his dick on the cover of Vanity Fair?
Yeah,
He
guys
would have
will get
loved
naked
it
for
on
GQ
there.
And
Wait, time out. You
Vanity
referred to Lizzo, right? Like, do you understand why Lizzo did get naked, right? Not.
Why do you think she got naked?
Why do you think you? Why do you think? Because I'm curious what you think.
Yeah,
Because women default to getting naked whenever they
That's
want
what
to
you
get
really believe.
attention.
No, she really believes.
Was
No,
Britney Spears naked when she shaved her
no,
head?
no, 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 no. The Lizzo,
Another great example.
Lizzo got
Britney Spears.
naked because she has this. She wants it to basically body acceptance, right, of different body shapes, right? The acceptance of different body shapes. That is why she got naked. And maybe she wants to bring attention to a more deeper issue, which is fine, right? If she wants to get naked,
Her deeper
to do
issue
so,
in this, as far as this is concerned, whenever you see these girls that go and do this, whether it's her or it's Tess Holiday, or it's especially when it's body fat acceptance. That's one area. Okay, there's like you could say Jennifer Aniston, for example. She's going to go get naked in Vanity Fair, or Paulina Porizakova, for example.
Who cares?
58
We're born
months.
naked.
Yeah, okay, I understand. But guys don't get naked to get attention from other people, to raise awareness to like.
Made that perception?
But women get rewarded for being naked.
Actually, I feel
Thank
like
you.
We get rewarded for being naked. Men don't get rewarded.
I feel like a lot of guys like how easy it is for girls to like do OnlyFans and stuff like that. See how
Yeah.
like, girls like get
That's a reward. You
everyone
get
gets
paid to be naked.
Men are visual. Women aren't. So women, we're fucking smart, and we know that like we can use our bodies, whatever. Because
If you
guys
get
are gonna be
naked,
like,
I'm not listening.
You
to
can talk shit about her all day, but you're still gonna fucking subscribe.
Yeah,
and be
pussy
like, I wanna see
summer-
what she's
Yes,
got
please,
going
one
on.
at a time, please. Go ahead.
So, because women aren't visual, we're like, I'm not gonna subscribe to some dudes only. I really don't care. I need an emotional
I
connection.
think
with
you're
him.
probably a lot more visual than you would like to admit.
No, we're
Honestly, I don't think a vagina looks cute, and I don't think a penis looks cute. But like for some reason, guys like think vaginas are the hottest things, and they can like, oh my god. But like
called
when a girl
reproduction.
sees a dick pic, like they're not gonna be like, they're gonna be like, ugh, God, it looks
All right,
like the other one.
and now,
Okay.
who's next?
I mean, all I'm saying is that you say that as if it's
Guys
a
get
negative
wealthy
thing,
for
right?
I'm not saying it's a negative. I didn't say it's negative or positive.
Well,
I
No,
just
he
said
actually
that.
never got to say anything about it because everybody started cutting him off.
Quite
So,
honestly,
Rolo, continue what you were talking about.
Well, depending on how hot
Agree.
the girl is, I think it's a very positive thing. It just depends on what
On your
they-
perspective.
But the thing is, what I'm saying is that it is women's nature to want to get naked whenever it is time for them to get attention, whether that's for a protest, whether that's for wanting to be confident in a magazine, for money, for fans, for Instagram, always defaults to the first best agency, which is your sexuality. I got run up the flagpole for pointing out the obvious, and you're still, I mean, you are actually agreeing with me more than the people in the replies of Twitter. So when it's thrown at me, I get this. Oh, who hurt you? Why are you asking this? I would hate to be married to you. What does your mom think? It's always this emotional reframe of, I'm pointing out the obvious to you. I'm pointing out the facts to you, and you're replying to me and trying to reframe it in an emotional argument.
I think also, Rolo, this is not like this is not a normal distribution. Like
No.
Every
That's
girl
why
in
I wanted to
here,
bring
every girl
it
in
up
here has modeled at
Yes.
some point.
Yeah.
And so I think for them, I think you guys understand that truth a little bit better than Karen from Wichita. That's the difference that we're we're trying to say. You guys understand that, and don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's good or bad. What I'm saying is, what you said, it is a function of supply and demand. If people stop, if men have a problem with OnlyFans, men, then they should convince their brethren to stop simping on OnlyFans.
Exactly,
but they don't.
An audience. Like, why are we getting naked? Because you guys are watching us. Like, it's not our
yes,
fault.
the women are capitalizing on it, and then that's the fact of the matter is that, and I don't think that it's necessarily always true that women have to go to that to get naked, right? I think that statement is
it's the first default. It's the first thing.
Who shaped that? Like, I think that maybe.
Okay. So who shaped that? It can be. Yeah, of course, it's going to be evolutionary biological pressures, right? Guys want to see tits.
Charles Darwin shaped that.
I mean, one thing I can say is honestly, at the end of the day, doing OnlyFans is so much better because OnlyFans, like, if you can do it and like post naked photos and like even have sex tapes with your boyfriend and like make a shit ton of money, more money than you can make on porn, like that's way better doing because you're fucking like on camera with a stranger.
And now we get to the point
for,
I was trying to
money.
Thank you.
That is.
One
fifth of the money.
No one's disagreeing with you. So studio porn is what she means. No one's disagreeing with you. No. Here's the thing. This is I don't want to put words in your mouth, but this is probably where Rollo and Davrick are going to step in. And the idea is, what then happens to society? And I know you guys will say, well, these men are insecure or whatever. What happens to society when we have a situation where women get older and it becomes more difficult for them to find a partner that they find acceptable because they were doing guy-girl porn on OF? Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a trade-off.
I don't think it's a big deal.
You don't think it's a big deal? So you personally, are you interested in getting married?
Yeah.
That was my next
question.
question.
I mean, I have a past.
Yeah.
I fucked in my past, like at some point, like a decade, a year ago.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, I mean, every time if you're honest with somebody and you tell them up front, like nobody's gonna have any issue with it. Yeah. I feel like at the end of the day, like you're up front, you're honest. Like everyone has a past, everyone has sex. Like
the person you want to be
gonna matter.
Well,
times have changed.
It does.
The top 1% guys have options, right? The majority of men don't. So yeah, every one of you girls right now can pick your phone up, get laid. Every one of you can get married. Every one of you can get a date. It's what you want. What you're looking for. 90% of the women are going for the same guy, the top 1% guy, and then they have all these options, and they're going to look and go, well, wait a minute, she fans. Maybe I'm not interested in that. Mm-hmm. Maybe I want a girl that comes from the country or a small city.
Well, then that's not the right guy for you.
That's right, but he'll go to the person that is. So he has options. So if every one of you in here says, I want a guy that makes 6 figures a year, 6-pack abs, 6 feet tall, you're 0.5% of men in America are that guy. And they have options. And they're not going to marry a woman necessarily that had only account.
Yeah, but
so you're going to have to settle for the options that you have.
But it's better to find out sooner than later because at the end of the day, you have to marry someone that your like values align with and like your morals align with, like everything aligns with. So if you like, if you're like comfortable with like doing something like that and you think it's not that big of a deal, but they think it's like the end of the world and you're going to hell, the Bible says.
I'm not saying the end of the world.
But they say the Bible says.
I want to include you two because you two have been in functioning relationships while filming content on OF.
Hello.
And I didn't know if you were
only filmed with boyfriends, yeah.
Right, no, I'm saying, so the three of you have. So my question is, what is your belief on this whole thing? Does it make any difference? Do you think there's any consequences for it whatsoever?
Yeah.
What is it, Brandy? Go ahead.
Brandy, yeah.
Well, you don't, like, you wouldn't know. Like, there's so many guys that, like, don't even approach me because of it, and I don't realize that I'm missing out on those guys because of what I do.
Have you ever, we talked about this when I interviewed you, have you ever made a consideration about whether or not you can film with a guy, about whether or not you'll date him?
Yes.
Because if you're in a committed relationship with someone, you wouldn't film with someone outside.
I only film with boyfriends.
Right. You do know girls that do also have boyfriends and then film with guys outside of the relationship too.
Yeah.
And
I mean, everybody has their own boundaries, but I'm saying, like, yeah, there's obviously a huge majority of guys that don't approach me or don't come at me because they see I do OnlyFans and they just keep moving along, and I don't even know because they never approached me, and I didn't know that they didn't approach me because of that. Like, it's out of sight, out of mind.
Bree.
My boyfriend is so supportive on it. So
as we all know.
I don't know. He's like, he's my biggest supporter.
I have a question. Does any of you want to be married? Are any of you married at all?
That's my next.
I don't want to get married.
I don't care.
I don't believe in marriage.
And again, I'm not attacking you as an individual. I'm just telling you what guys look at.
I've been proposed to 3 times.
What guys look at, they have this standard, right, of women.
In this city.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Trash.
Don't get emotional on me.
I'm not.
Just relax.
Go ahead.
It's just hard.
Here's what happens. Every one of you has a standard. You have a standard.
Yeah.
Everybody here says, this is what I want. Is that man available for you based on what you do and your actions?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
100%?
100%.
Okay, so do you want to be married?
I do want to get married. Ideally, I would like to have kids. So I want to like experienced both aspects of the world.
Okay,
But I feel like what I did in my past, it doesn't matter. Everyone has a past. Like nobody has ever not been with me or been in a relationship with me because of my past.
Are those the guys you wanted to marry?
And every single relationship has been years. So.
But are those the guys you wanted to marry?
I mean, if I saw potential in them, it's always on my part. Like the spark has faded out on my part.
So you didn't want to marry him?
So, but yeah, it's always on my part. But I do want to have kids. If it came down to it, a sperm donor, I would for sure have a sperm donor.
Okay, but that's my point. The guys you were with, you didn't even want to marry.
But it's just on me. I have something wrong with me, I feel like.
Yeah, same. I like date guys that are
I have
poor.
the 6 month ick. I don't know. I don't
One at a time. Annalise, go ahead. One at a time. Annalise, go ahead.
Annalise, go.
Annalise, go.
Everyone that I date, like I pay for their whole life. I take care of them.
Annalise, move to your right, please. Move
take
further
care
to your
of
right.
them. I pay for everything. I am like leagues above them, but they're hot. They're like they're
See, that
fun.
only works for so long.
I thought it didn't matter.
Hold on, Kylie, you have opinions about
You didn't marry him.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
Not
because
worth it.
I don't want to be married yet.
This is a good place to put this question. This is actually on my list. It's not a super chat. Do you think, ladies of the table, do you think that you are valued for more than your sexuality by the guys you've been with? Do you think you are?
No, hold on, time out. We're not
Okay.
asking if you have value other than your sexuality. Of course you do. We're asking except the men who see you. Do you feel that men in general value you for more than your sexuality?
Yeah.
Kylie, go ahead. Hold on, Kylie. Hold on. Time out.
No.
Kylie, go ahead and talk.
No.
What do you think?
I don't think that men women do this thing and we'll look at a man and we'll be like, oh, they can do this and this. They can do A, B, C, D, E for me, right? Men don't do that. Men are like, she's hot. I'm going to get with her tonight. Great. Or, like they'll be like, okay, well, she's hot. We're going to get with them tonight. Great. Or she's hot. Okay, well, now I actually kind of like hanging out with her. Cool. She can stick around, but it's not going to be like, oh, she can do A, B, C, D for me. Like, it's not the same thing. Men and women have different ideas when it comes to sexual, being sexual with somebody. It's
what
way
they search
different
for in a partner.
Right, for a partner, it's way different. So no, I don't think that they view us and they're like, all right, let's pick that one today. This one, they don't do that.
So, Annalise, I guess what the question is, do you believe that the majority of men that you encounter, or any of the rest of you, see you for something other than a sexual object?
And especially those of you who have fans as well.
Okay,
which
well,
I think
for
is everybody.
that's my job. That's different. But are you talking about just in general, day to day, or
like most men? To be fair, you help me with my charity event, so I see you. I appreciate that you come and help us raise money for animal rescue and stuff like that. So, but in general, men in general that you encounter on a regular basis, do you feel that's the way?
If I'm having a face-to-face interaction with them, yes.
Allie, what do you think? Allie and then Allie.
Oh, me first?
Yeah,
we did that on purpose.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I think that I'm valued more than just my sexuality. Most of the time I approach the table, no offense, and I don't know, this is a bad word to say. I look like a dyke most of the time when I'm walking around places.
Right.
Love that.
So people usually just look at me like, oh, okay, we're going to talk to her. I think that it takes a man that has been around multiple, a high status man to be able to see you in this way. If you're just around a man that that's never been around anybody who's pretty or attractive or has any they're not going to be this way. It's going to be very hard for them to not see you as an object at this point, right?
I agree.
I believe that. I'm not going to lie.
Allie Adams, what do you think?
I think that when men have more to offer, they're going to look at you a little more and be like, what does she offer me besides that? Because I can get any hot what else does she have for me? Mm-hmm. So when you're chill and you're cool and you can hang with the guys and you're not a stage 5 clinger and you're not somebody who's just annoying, you're literally damn, she's so cool, she cooks me dinner, she knows what I want on my birthday, anything that's not even sexual, we watch the same shows together, she doesn't make me watch The Bachelor every fucking night.
Daverick, you had something?
So the question is what do the men want from you? Do you know?
What do you mean? What does anybody want from anybody?
Loyalty.
What is
honesty. I would say that.
Honesty? We want peace and respect.
I think they don't even know usually.
We don't. We want peace and respect.
But but sometimes it's very rare for a man to give peace and respect.
I think peace is number one. Peace
we
is number one.
We don't want chaos. We don't want drama.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sloppy toppy.
And I will say that most men, women are not naturally crazy. I think that men bring out the crazy in women because they have this double standard, right? That they believe that they can do whatever the they want and act however the
I can counter that right now. Because,
I mean, maybe not you, Rolo, but most men.
No, but
I love how when it's women,
wait. Hold.
Hey guys, let Rolo go and then Michelle. Rolo and then Michelle. Go.
I can counter that, and it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with lesbians. Lesbians have the highest incidence of domestic violence, and they have the highest incidence of divorce.
Punch a bitch.
No, they have the highest incidence.
Because they bring out the crazy in each other.
False, because I can literally, I'm not hitting a man, but I can fucking punch a bitch.
We are crazy. Women are
no,
crazy.
No, listen. They have the highest incidence of domestic violence because they can't knock each other out, so they just keep going over and over again. With men, it's just like fewer incidents because unless you're OJ.
See, my thing is,
before you answer, here we go. This is a really good super chat.
I have a good comeback.
Okay, hold. You can come back after this. What makes a man